What is going on, good people of YouTube? It is me, Chavez, back with another Prize Picks video for you. Today's Tuesday, April 4th, 2023, Taco Tuesday over on Prize Picks. As always, I hope this video finds you all doing well and in good spirits. We got 13 games going on in the NBA, and we are not talking about all 13 games. That would be a hella long video. Regardless, we are going to be talking about some player props today. We'll kick things off by recapping our 6-pick flex from Friday, March 31st, and then we'll quickly update ourselves on some injury news in the NBA, and then we'll dive into those player props. So if you like the way that sounds and you can dig that, stick around, drop a like, sub, click the notification icon to be notified of all upcoming content and videos from me and my channel. And without further delay, let's jump into those plays from Friday. All right, not a good day for us on Friday, and let's just go through it. Let's just look at everything and make sure that we are on the same page with this one. Not the best 6-pick flex. However, the research was there. The statistics were there. We just didn't get the production. So Benedict Mathurin falls under his point prop. We had Austin Reeves fall under his assist prop. Denny Avdia did not hit his fantasy score. Franz Wagner did not hit his assist prop. Jaren Jackson Jr. goes over turnovers, which we took the over on. And Andrew Nembhard goes over 23.5 PRA, which we took the over on as well. So 2 out of the 6 plays that we picked did all right. The other 4, not so much. Listen, we're coming off a very nice Thursday where 3 out of our 4 plays hit. We had the Marcus Smart assist prop hit. We had the Al Horford fantasy score prop hit. We had the Najee Marshall PRA prop hit, but we didn't have the Brook Lopez prop. That did not hit. So 3 out of those 4 hit. Coming off some nice momentum going into Friday, and we rolled with the 6-pick flex on the protected play that Prize Picks offers, and it didn't work out for us. And here we are on a Tuesday. NBA is back for this week, and we are looking to wash that terrible taste out of our mouths. So before we dive into our props on the day, let us update ourselves on some injury news in the NBA. Very long list of names here. I'm not reading all these names to you, but I will say let's focus on who is doubtful and who is out, because those are, pretty much confirmed. And that questionable list, if that is anything, if that continues to grow during the day, that is going to really muddy up the waters a little bit for us and our picks, our props. But currently out, we have Porzingis, Middleton, Bagley, Grayson Allen, Monty Morris, Washington, Reed, Hunter, Robert Williams III, Nasir Little, and Walker Kessler. And currently doubtful, Keldon Johnson and Romeo Langford. All right, let's jump into these 2 player props that I like. They're already on the board. Let's just jump into it, not wasting any time. Let's talk about Jaren Jackson Jr. over his 14.5 first half PRA today versus the Portland Trailblazers. All right, over on props.cash, we can see Triple J has an 80% hit rate over his last 10 games, giving you 14.5 PRA or more in all of those contests. Now, this line got bumped from 13.5 to 14.5, but I still like it based off this information. Another piece of information that supports this is a very friendly matchup for him. Not a whole lot of resistance on the other side because he's basically facing a watered down version of this Trailblazers offense or defense, this team. Very G League-esque team for the Trailblazers. And the reason I'm focusing on first half versus full game is the point spread currently is 18 points. 18-point spread is a lot, and there's a possibility that we just don't see a lot of run for him and the starters going into the fourth quarter or maybe even third quarter. I mean, it's possible. So let's just attack, the first half, which we know we should get a full run of minutes for him and the starters. Very rarely do you see players getting pulled in the first half due to blowout. So we're going to roll with that, and hopefully he keeps his hands to himself, does not get into foul trouble, and the Trailblazers don't get completely blown out in the first half, allowing Jaren Jackson Jr. to rack up points, rebounds, and assists. We need 15 of them today. I think he can get that done for us. And then the second player prop, Mikal Bridges over 34.5 PRA versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Let's head on back to props.cash and dig into this one. All right, pulling up full game full game stats for Mikal Bridges over his last 10 games, giving us a 70% hit rate. Gone over this line quite a bit. Facing a Minnesota defense that's pretty friendly. I don't think we're too scared of this matchup. Minnesota also presents a pace-up game for the Nets. They're averaging 103 possessions per game versus a Nets team that's only averaging a 100. So you tell me that Mikal Bridges can get an additional 2 to 3 possessions per game, which he'll probably take shots on those 3, giving you roughly, anywhere between like 6 to 8 points maybe. I'll take it. Really good history versus this Minnesota Timberwolves team. 4 games he's played against them this season. 1 as a Brooklyn Net, put up 41 PRA. The other 3 as a member of the Suns. In one of those games as a Sun, he put up 45 PRA. Hooked it versus the Timberwolves back in January. That could have easily been 3 games straight versus this Minnesota team where he's gone over his point prop. But 2 out of 4 looks pretty good. I really like what I'm seeing here as a member of the Brooklyn Nets, putting up 41 PRA. So this is a game with the exact opposite vibe of that Grizzlies Trailblazers game, where I do expect full run for these starters. I don't expect anybody to be sitting out in the fourth quarter. I don't foresee a blowout in this one versus between the Nets and the Wolves. So go ahead and give me the over on Mikal Bridges, 34.5 PRA. And then not really ready to lock this one in, although if you wanted to, I wouldn't blame you, because these 2 lines have already been bumped up since at least since I've been doing my research this morning. But looking at the first half points for Jason Tatum and Joel Embiid, both of these have been bumped up 15.5 to now 16.5 for both of these dudes. Now, the reason I like these 2 player props is just based off the momentum, that these 2 teams have right now, or at least the Celtics have right now. Tatum has been on a roll in the first half, hitting this prop in 5 straight games, and not just hitting it, but like cleanly exceeding it in those games. Now, this line again been bumped up to 16.5, but it doesn't matter based off these numbers because he's still clearing it. Doesn't have the best history versus Philadelphia this season, but again, a lot of momentum coming into this game. Still a very important game for both of these teams. Big matchup for both of these teams, barring any last minute scratches, last minute lineup changes. I think we see a strong performance from Jason Tatum all around. I think he gets off to a good start today, putting up 17 points in that first half. And then looking at Joel Embiid as well, his points doesn't look the greatest over the last 10 games. However, versus Boston, it does look good. So kind of working with the opposite here. Joel Embiid has positive history versus this Boston Celtics team. No Rob Williams tonight. So bit of a friendlier matchup. One less big body in the paint for Joel Embiid. I don't know if you caught the comments that Kendrick Perkins had to say about Joel Embiid, about him ducking the smoke. But I don't know. I think that might just piss Joel Embiid off a little bit. We might see a bit more of an aggressive Joel Embiid, if that's possible, tonight versus the Celtics. So I'm looking forward to this matchup. One of the few games on the schedule that, offers some competitiveness, and we don't have to worry about possible blowout or starter sitting. So fingers crossed, everything stays on track for a good game. But yeah, you can definitely look to these 2 props if you wanted to, add a little bit more to the 2 props that we talked about, both Tatum and Joel Embiid, the over on their points. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for today's NBA Prizepicks player prop video. Drop me a comment below letting me know what you think about these props that we talked about today. Do you like them, love them, hate them, or do you want to leave them alone? Also, let me know who you have your eyes on. Who have you locked in? What do your slips look like? And as always, thank you all so much for the support, the likes, the subs, all the comments. It truly helps this channel get a bit bigger every single day. And until tomorrow's Prize Picks video, best of luck to you all today on this Taco Tuesday. And Chavez is